My name's Ben, and today we've got this beautiful 2021 on a 21 registration Audi RS6 Vorsprung to talk you around. It's a very special car for a number of reasons. It's one owner from new, which obviously is very nice. It's Navarra Blue, so quite an unusual colour, different to your Nardo greys and blacks that they all seem to be out there, with black leather interior, and the front end is covered in paint protection film. So we'll point out the bits that are covered, but obviously bonnet, wings, front bumper, etc. And it's a fabulous car. And the other very key important upgrade on this car is it's got an ABT Power S upgrade, which takes it from 600 to 700 horsepower, and that's £7,200 to have that on the car, and that has been on it from nearly new. And if the cameraman stays where he is, I will just open the bonnet and show you that, because it is quite an unusual feature, and it does make it becomes very obvious when you have a look at the engine. So for a start, we have the plaque on the top of the engine there, so ABT Power S, made in Germany, and then you have this whole additional box over here which controls the ABT engine control unit, so that controls the power, and then again ABT software over here as well. So everywhere you look, you can see why it is a £7,000 and not just a few £100 remap, if that makes sense. But and we'll start at the front end and talk you through the options on the car. But obviously a full exterior black pack, so the grills, lower front splitter, side skirts, rear diffuser, all in gloss black, and the badge as well. Just beneath the badge, there's a camera for the 360-degree camera system, and then either side of the badge, you've got these radars for the adaptive cruise control and Audi pre-sense sensors in there as well. Matrix LED headlights with the very cool daytime running lights, and when you unlock the car they do a bit of illumination, which is very cool as well. And then again gloss black down here where the parking sensors are hidden in the front grills. Coming around the side, we've got this huge 22-inch alloy wheels, so diamond cut on the edges and then sort of a metallic grey on the inserts. A very nice wheel, and in my opinion the better looking wheel for the RS6. And then the massive red brake calipers behind there as well, and they are huge. Coming down the sides, gloss black door mirrors, gloss black window surrounds, obviously the whole black roof because you've got the glass panoramic roof in the car, keyless entry and exit, and if I open the door and you have a look inside the car, you'll see the beautiful black leather interior with some of the wood inlays throughout, and the double touchscreen setup on the RS6, and we'll show you that as we get in the driver's side. And then again, that massive opening glass panoramic roof, we'll show you that afterwards as well. Illuminated RS6 door entry guards, and it does say Audi Sport on the floor as well, which is probably quite difficult to see in here. Soft closed doors, so you just push the door to and they will shut themselves. And then if you have a look in the back as well, we've got rear climate control in the Vorsprung. So there is a screen in the center there that will illuminate when the car's on. 2 USB-C ports underneath there as well. And then again, lots of space in the back, with the roof just making it a lot more airy. And then coming round to the back of the car, rear wheel steering, and in the RS6s it's very obvious as well. So if I actually maneuvered the car in here, you would see the rear wheels turn the opposite direction to the front wheels, which is very cool to see. And then again, black trims everywhere you look, so all the way across the rear lights, the badge again, and the RS6 badge, and then the huge diffuser section with the iconic RS oval exhaust pipes. Power tailgate, so if I can find the button, just press that, that will go up. And then obviously being an RS6 Avant, so much space, it's very practical. And then a bit more storage space underneath there with a full load setup with sort of tie down hooks in the back there as well, which can go in the rails either side of the boot. Button up there to shut that. Obviously reverse camera on the boot lid there as well. And then we'll come into the driver's side and I'll talk you through some of the interior options. So starting on the driver's door card, first thing obviously is the beautiful sort of open pore wood trim, so you can really feel it if you run your fingers across it. It's very nice and it's very classy as well. And then obviously memory settings for the electrically adjustable seat for the driver, obviously electric for the passenger but without memory over there. Electric power folding and heated door mirrors via that button there. And then down the bottom, Bang & Olufsen sound system on the tweeters in the doors. I'll fire it into life and talk through some of the interior options. We do have blind spot monitoring on the door mirrors, but very difficult to show you because they are all black. Electrically adjustable steering column, so that comes up, down, forwards and backwards on a button down here as well. It is a heated steering wheel as well, which is done through this lower screen down here, and perforated, flat-bottomed and multi-spoke as well. So on the right hand side we've got volume and multimedia controls, phone controls and voice control, and then a configurable RS button. So there's 2 RS modes which I'll show you afterwards, which can be configured to however you would like them to be. And on the left hand side we've got the controls for the virtual cockpit in front of me. So if I come across, we can have the map on here in the center. I can press view and it will go full screen, and you can, in RS modes, you can have a more sort of racy style dashboard, and you probably just heard the exhaust valves open because it is in an RS mode and the engine's in dynamic. But I'll pop it back into normal and you've got Audi's very famous virtual cockpit. Down behind the steering wheel here we've got the stalk for the adaptive cruise control, so there's a distance setting on there to keep you away from the cars in front. And then on the right hand side, obviously matrix lights as we said before. Coming into the centre, Audi's navigation system, so if I touch that it will come up here just like we had on the virtual cockpit. We've got Audi's nav on there. If I pop the car into reverse, you'll see 360 camera on the left hand side and the reverse camera on the right hand side. Obviously the door's open at the moment, but you can press 3D and go into sort of a 3D camera where you can drag yourself around the car. It's very clever how it all works. And if I pop it back into park, I'll just come into the car settings so I can show you those configurable driving modes that we just talked about. So if I come into Audi Drive Select, you've got obviously your usual Audi Drive Select buttons there, and then your configurable RS modes here. So drive system, suspension, steering, engine sound, and then the sport differential, all configurable to however you'd like to drive the car. Obviously all ambient lighting down the edges of this dashboard here and across where it says the Quattro badge in the passenger side, and then across the door cards. It's very nice, and you can change the colours of that to however you like. We've got a heads-up display in front of me, which again will be very hard for the cameraman to show, but that can be controlled down on this lower screen down here. Obviously all of our climate control, heated and ventilated seats down here, which is very cool. Ventilated seats useful on a day like today where it's 30 degrees outside. The heated steering wheel we touched on before. Dual cup holders with a key section as well, which is very cool, so the key doesn't take up space inside the car if you've got that in there. And then under the centre armrest we have a wireless phone charger under there, and the car's also fitted with a category 5 or S5 tracking system, so that comes with the car, a bit of added security for the next owner. And I'll just turn it off and jump outside, but just before I do that I'll open the roof so you can see what that panoramic roof looks like when it's open. And you've got this wind deflector that comes up in front of you here as well. Seat goes back for easy entry and exit as you turn the car off. And as we mentioned at the beginning, a one owner car from new, just over 11,000 miles from new, with full Audi main dealer service history. That's £7,000 ABTS power upgrade, which is just incredible. And then a beautiful specification beyond that, and the paint protection film to keep the car looking immaculate. My name's Ben. I hope the video's helped. Thanks for watching.